Meteorologist Joseph Dames for a look at how the weather is impacting what we're seeing in our state.
Yeah, well, it's hot, it's dry. We've been, noticing that for months now, but it's really been picking up as far as the wind goes. And we're going to continue to see that as we go through the course of the next few days. Eventually, that wind shifting, it will impact us here as well. This is what we have going on for today, though. We have a few weather alerts out there. We have the red flag warning that does extend through areas of the lower Columbia Basin down through central Oregon. A little fire weather watch down to the south as well towards areas of Medford. We'll start over here towards the Dalles, extending through the Arlington and Hermanston areas. Notice that is in place at 11 a.m. So we are there right now, and it continues till late tonight. Okay, low humidity as low as about 15%. So things are very dry out there, as well as, of course, warm. The wind is running out of the west about 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to about 35. So that does include the I-84 corridor extending down to the south there through Wasco County and into areas of the Tri-Cities area. Okay, now let's shift over to Friday's weather alerts. Now we're going to have our own fire weather alert here up and down the Willamette Valley, extending out to the Oregon coast. That will go in effect Friday into Saturday. So we do not have a current fire weather watch, but it is expected towards the end of the week. Why? Elevated fire danger. We're going to get that low relative humidity as well, much lower than what we typically see around here, especially this time of the year, and it's going to get windy. We're expecting that east wind to really pick on up as we go into about Friday and Saturday. Look at the smoke and fire headlines here. As we go into about Friday, we'll see some of that smoke start to shift from the east to the west. In fact, I think that this may be the smokiest part of the summer that we've experienced so far on Friday and Saturday, because all the major wildfires around here are going to take the smoke and they're going to push it out towards the west. So that smoke transport is going to go from east to west instead of west to east, which we have been noticing and we've been experiencing here for most of the summer. Okay, we also have the wildfire concern. That strong east breeze is going to pick up through the Cascades, extending down into the Willamette Valley. That, again, could mean potential for a very swift fire spread. And, of course, we know exactly what happened a couple of years ago, and it can continue as we go towards the end of the week. So I don't believe it's going to be as intense, but we have to definitely keep an eye on it as we go into Friday and Saturday. Okay, satellite right now, as we give you a view over the last hour, notice that we do have some clouds around. We had a couple showers through the morning, bringing in about a trace of rain around Portland. We have some scattered showers and cloud coverage here through areas of Oregon still. On the east side, maybe some thunderstorm development. So all those masses of white and gray there was the cloud coverage. I've marked the three major wildfires that we have going on here locally. We have the Rum Creek Fire, the Cedar Creek Fire, and the Double Creek Fire. Hard to really see those smoke plumes when we have these clouds over the top, but today with some instability, we may get a couple more thunderstorms, and we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that because we do not want to see anything new start. Okay, as far as relative humidity goes, that's just about how dry it is when you compare it with the temperature. So we're at 37% right now in Portland. By Friday, we're expecting that to drop to about 15%. So that's why we're giving you some comparison right now. So it's pretty dry, and as we get into the afternoon, those numbers will go down because it goes the opposite usually of what the temperature is. So as temperatures warm up, relative humidity goes down, and that means less moisture for the fuels out there. Current wind speeds here locally running out of the northwest about 5 to 10 miles per hour. You know, by the time we get to Friday, that's all going to shift to the east, as I mentioned, and I'll show you that coming up in a little bit. As far as high-level smoke forecast goes, I said that we will probably have one of our smokiest days on Friday and Saturday. Why? Because of that wind shift. Watch as everything starts to go from the east to the west there by the time we head into Friday morning. Notice that we have plenty of wildfire smoke likely passing through the state on Friday. It will likely keep it in place not only Friday, but also heading into Saturday. So that's what we're going to keep an eye on. Okay, the current air quality around here is in the green. We have nothing to worry about right now, but we will as we probably head into Friday or Saturday. We'll definitely watch that, especially for areas closer to the Cascades in central Oregon. All of those lower air quality spots are off towards the east. We have yellow there for Baker City. And then you can see some orange and red just to the northeast because of the Double Creek Fire there, and some air quality issues down to the south too. Okay, of course we have a lot going on I just mentioned, but I will discuss when we'll see some cooler air, maybe when we'll see a little bit of rain. That will come up in my extended forecast in just a few minutes.
Yeah, a lot to cover.